What's Gucci to Gucci? Okay, today's video will be a little different. Y'all know normally I just cover gaming stuff, Mortal Kombat stuff, NRS stuff, but this kind of coincides, we got Injustice, okay? So DC is getting a whole reset, as you probably have heard. So everything is getting reset. So today, James Gunn is announcing the slate for the part one, and I'm quite curious as to the direction that they're going to go about this, because the previous DC was kind of a mess, if I'm being honest. So I want to check this out. I want to react to this to see what kind of movies we're going to get. I'm a comic guy, okay? So I like superheroes, all right? So let's check it out, and let's see what James has for us today.
DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds.
Okay, so that kind of confirms
DCU continuity.
Wait,
Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love, that resets the entire DC universe. And to move into Blue Beetle,
so we thought that's what they would do.
About a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now.
So
Peter
we figured
and I,
they would use The Flash.
A group of very talented writers have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, this, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter. The first project is Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different.
Is Creature Commandos based upon something, y'all? Because I'm not sure, honestly.
Out of animation, usually having the same actor play their voice as who plays them in live action.
Ah, that's cool.
The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis.
Okay, Viola Davis is still playing her.
Team up with members of Team
That's good. I'm down for that.
This is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait.
I'm sure that's going to be pretty good, actually.
Next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU. This is called
Superman movie.
This is being written by me. I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it. And Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025.
That's not that long. That's only 2 years.
HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story.
Now we cooking with some grease.
We have a few other lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective, with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over precincts.
Al and John. I like that. I like that. I get down with that.
That ties into our larger story of the DCU. Next is a big movie called The Authority. The Authority is a passion project of mine. It's based on the marvelous Wildstorm characters. We are now bringing into the DCU.
He seems excited about this one.
With all of our primary DCU characters. The Authority are a group of superheroes who think the world is broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes. We're doing a television series called Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is a story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman.
There we
go.
It's
almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros.
Probably a Star story.
All the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold.
Yes, that is such a good idea, bro. With Damian Wayne. This is a good story. This is a good place. You know what? I'm down for this.
Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin.
This is a good place to start with Batman.
Assassin who Batman
this is a good job.
Get in line, and so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Next up is a TV series.
Yes!
Booster Gold is one of comics' really popular cult heroes.
Booster Gold is the GOAT.
Guy. He's
yes.
from the future who uses future
the GOAT Gold.
To come back to present
He really
day
got
and
his
become a
show.
superhero.
Hey, yo,
so
shut
people
up.
will love him.
Bro, Booster Gold is
the
goated.
superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max.
Bro, Booster Gold is the
One
greatest,
of my
bro. I don't care what nobody
from
says.
Last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film.
Oh, okay.
Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents. Whereas
Okay.
Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton.
Yeah.
She watched
Depressing.
everybody around her perish in
Depressing,
some terrible
honestly.
way. So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing, the last
Yes.
thing I talk about, a very dark horror story in the origins of the monster.
I wonder what they're going to do with Swamp
Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the story.
So he won't be
Anyway,
a
those
part
are the
of the
stories
DC.
that I can tell you about
Okay,
right now.
interesting.
I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me.
Okay.
I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something very different. One of the things that's very important
That's dope.
to me in all of these movies and TV series
That's
is
dope.
that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us.
Yep.
And I want to be true to those stories. I want to be true to you guys and really give you something different than you've ever seen before. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I appreciate
was pretty
you
good.
watching. I hope this was
That was pretty
exciting
good.
for you because
I
it's
got a
really
few
exciting
comments.
for me. And I can't wait to start to dive into these stories with you guys on this grand adventure. Thank you so much.
So a couple of things to point out here. I know people were really salty and upset that all the actors got fired and stuff like that. And it sucks. You don't want anybody to lose their job. But I really like the direction they're going in for this. I'm curious about the Superman story. Booster Gold getting a TV show is goated. That is goated. The only character that I wanted to see get like something more than Booster Gold is probably Static Shock. I'd be down for a Static Shock TV show or a movie. A couple of things to note that I like what he said. He said that they're trying to keep like, if it's going to be, they want the animated series and they want the live action shows and they want the movies. They want everything to be connected, which is fantastic. Another thing that is small that you might have missed that he said, probably because I was opening my big ass mouth, was that he said that for animated movie, like the animated shows, they want to make sure that the voice actors will also be the actors in the movies, in the live action movies. So like that's something small in my opinion, but like it does a lot for me personally because I like how they're having like that continuality. Like everything is continued. They're like, yeah, we're gonna be here, and then this person, and this person, and this person. That's the biggest thing I took for this is like they want everything to be connected. Because honestly, DC was all over the place. You got the DC TV shows, and you got the animated DC stuff. And also, he made a note that if it's not connected to the DC universe, then it'll be like, yeah, this is like outside the DC universe. So we know like the Batman is outside the DC universe, right? The Joker is outside the DC universe. I like that they picked the Brave and the Bold to go with Batman. That is, I feel like that's perfect for where you want to start. The only other thing I probably would have preferred over Brave and the Bold is maybe Batman Beyond, but that doesn't. Honestly, that does not fit anywhere into what they're doing. So that's just me being me. That's just, personally what I would like to see. He also said that this isn't everything, so people will be like, that's it. He literally said at the beginning, this is not everything we have planned. Swamp Thing will be interesting. I think he also says Swamp Thing technically isn't a part of the universe, which I think is kind of, I kind of would like to have Swamp Thing a part of the universe. So basically, this slate looks like we got Superman, for movies at least. What was it? I forgot already. But I know Superman movie, Batman movie, Supergirl movie, the Passion Project he was talking about. I'm pretty sure he said Swamp Thing was a TV show, right? Swamp Thing is a TV. Let's go back. I'm pretty sure he said, yeah. Oh no, Swamp Thing is a movie. Oh, okay, never mind. So we got the Swamp Thing movie. Why did I think that was a TV show? That makes me more interested. Booster Gold is a live action TV show, which strangely enough fits him. It's not animated, it's live action. For some reason, I can get down with that. Okay, the Wonder Woman is live action. The Authority is a film. Lanterns is also live action. A lot of live action movies, which is fine. I'm curious about the Green Lantern movies, about how they're going to go about, or show how they're going to go about that. He said it was supposed to be like true crime. Waller. Okay, so I think he only announced actually, which is he only talked about one animated movie. So that's pretty solid. So I'm quite curious to see where DC is going to go. I think this was the right decision, the right direction. I know like the people on Twitter will try to convince you that this wasn't needed and that everything was okay. Everything was not okay. This was 100% necessary. So I'm excited to see where they go. I'm excited. Look at Damien, a little devious. I'm excited to see where they go with this. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Are you a fan of this direction? Which movie are you most excited for? Which DC film or DC comic would you like to see made into a film? I wonder, I'm just curious to see. There's so much you could just think about, like so many things down the line. Yeah, oh man, there's so many things that can happen now that they're starting fresh. So I'm curious to see what direction they go in with a lot of these things. And obviously, there's some major hitters that are missing from Slate 1. I think this is a good start. I'm excited about this. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, pass class, don't eat ass. I'm out this bitch.